Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about La Liga wanting to deregister Dani Olmo and Pau Víctor from FC Barcelona. We're going to be explaining exactly what is in the plans of Javier Tebas and how he does plan on dismantling the squad of Hansi Flick. And then later in the video, we're also going to be talking about Nico Williams being linked to FC Barcelona yet again and whether Nico Williams should be our ideal left winger for the next season. So it is official that La Liga will appeal the decision of the CSD to continue with the registrations of Dani Olmo and Pau Víctor. According to La Liga, the licenses expired automatically on December 31st, 2024. This information came after La Liga wanting to deregister Dani Olmo and Pau Víctor, but the CSD had other plans and they said no, everything is okay. What Barcelona is doing right now in regards to these two players, nothing is wrong. So as of now, Dani Olmo and Pau Víctor will remain registered. The CSD has proved Barcelona right and they have released a statement earlier today, as we can see here. Now we have also heard, according to Ferran Martinez, that the €100 million injection from the VIP seat sale are not in the club accounts that have been sent to La Liga. Barcelona has chosen to not include it. This is because, according to them, this is an intangible asset that does not exist yet. We'll circle around this piece of information in just a few minutes, but here's the thing. I find it crazy to know that our own league, right, in the league that we do participate in, these men want to see Barcelona lose its players. Keep in mind that La Liga cannot simply just deregister Dani Olmo and Pau Víctor again right now. Only the court has the power to do this, but the court is saying everything is okay, but La Liga are not giving up. It's insane to me to hear that Javier Tebas and the rest of his men are spending all of this time and energy to make sure that Barcelona's squad is dismantled instead of trying to make this league better. I don't understand that. Literally, Barcelona's biggest enemy is not just Real Madrid, it's not just the refs, but it is also the person who runs this whole league, and that is Javier Tebas. Like, why even bring such a case before the match against Atletico Madrid? Keep in mind that this whole thing and this whole case that was brought up by La Liga, they have sent this information and this complaint before Barcelona was about to face Atletico Madrid, like 3 hours before. Joan Laporta even stated, don't worry, we'll respond back to La Liga. They want to attack our interest. They approved the signings of Pau Víctor and Dani Olmo and now they changed their minds? Why? Did they do a bad job in the first place when they approved the operation? We're playing a key match tonight and La Liga is communicating this in the morning. I find this strange. They can't beat us on the pitch, so they act off it. Trust me, my response to La Liga and Tebas will be strong. As president, I simply cannot allow this. And once again, this is Joan Laporta stating this before the match against Atletico Madrid. He was so furious to know that you want to take away the focus of FC Barcelona before the match against Atletico Madrid to like just find something, maybe find some sort of bad result for the club. It's insane. You could have just done this like a day before. You could have done it 2 days before, but you want to do this and file this complaint 3 hours before the match against Atletico Madrid. All of this is very well calculated. This is not a coincidence, or this is not just me theorizing or trying to make stuff from thin air. No, all of this is for sure calculated. It is for sure real. The league wanted to hurt Barcelona before the match against Atletico Madrid, and that's just how it is. Thank God the CSD ruled in our favor because La Liga disagrees. They disagree completely with his decision. They believe the ruling in favor of Dani Olmo and Pau Víctor is wrong. So just to give you guys even more information on what this whole thing is about, in case you guys have not kept up with the Olmo and Pau Víctor saga that has been running since August 2024. First question, why were the players denied registration? That is because La Liga followed its usual rules and the decision was confirmed by the RFEF La Liga committee. Another question, La Liga has also stated before that the players' contracts ended on December 31st, 2024, so there was nothing to cancel. To them, the players were not even supposed to be playing from January up until today, and then it took the CSD 3 months to decide what to do here. But Barcelona got approved in just 24 hours, and to La Liga, they saw this as very unfair, and they said, no, it's too long. The CSD took too long. Barcelona should have been losing its players. This is very unfair. And that is why La Liga want to fight back. They said that they will appeal. They won't accept the CSD's ruling in favor of FC Barcelona. Like I've said, it's not just the Pau Víctor and Dani Olmo saga. Like, this is literally not the only thing that La Liga has complained about in regards to how Barcelona run their things. We can go back all the way until the summer of 2022. Javier Tebas had an agenda. He wanted to delay the registration of Jules Koundé. Barcelona signed Koundé back in that summer, but La Liga initially refused to register him due to financial fair play rules. The club had to make last-minute financial maneuvers to ensure that he could play. Barcelona were trying to restructure its squad while dealing with La Liga strict financial regulations. They have already activated at that point economic levers to sign players, and they believed that they were within the rules. But La Liga came in last minute and they delayed Koundé's registration. That is the reason why when he first came, he missed some early matches. Another thing that Javier Tebas and his men were trying to do is change the financial fair play rules. At the end of of 2022, La Liga did change its rules, which was by preventing clubs from using asset sales, which is what Barcelona did, to improve their financial accounts for salary cap purposes. So when La Liga saw this and they said, oh my god, Barcelona injected 620 million euros from selling assets, after this we can no longer have this type of things happen at Barcelona. They gained too much. We have to change the rules. And this hit Barcelona hard because they have been relying on these sales like TV rights and other business assets to balance their books. Another thing that La Liga were trying to do, fast forward a couple of weeks later, was take off Gavi from the registration. Barcelona renewed Gavi's contract back in September 2022, but La Liga refused to register it under the first team because of the financial restrictions. This meant that Gavi was technically still playing under his old contract, and there was even a point where he could have left for free, and that is what La Liga wanted. Barcelona had to take this matter to the court yet again, very similar to what has been going on between Pau Víctor and Dani Olmo, and in the end, it ruled in Barcelona's favor and allowing the registration. Barcelona wanted to secure Gavi's future and improve his contract because he was a key player, but La Liga refused all of this and putting the risk of him potentially going for free to a different club. Another thing, right? Fast forward a couple of months later, it is the Dani Olmo and Pau Víctor registration challenges. We have already talked about that. We know what La Liga was trying to do, so we're going to fast forward to another operation. They tried to attempt to block Vitor Roque's transfer. Barcelona signed Vitor Roque in early 2023 and they plan to register him in January 2024. However, La Liga delayed the process yet again because of the financial fair play concerns, and this forced Barcelona to adjust his contract terms to fit within the budget. Barcelona needed reinforcements, but La Liga said, no, you cannot do this. It's so many things, so many cases. The only time you do see such cases happen between a league and a club, it is between Javier Tebas and FC Barcelona. There is a straight agenda here, but in the end, Barcelona always persevere, and that is the reason why currently Barcelona is the best team in the world, and it makes all of these men mad. It gets them furious, and I just hope and I pray that because Dani Olmo and Pau Víctor are now still with us, with the CSD having our backs, I really do hope that Dani Olmo at the very least scores goals in the Copa del Rey final, and also we end up winning La Liga and Dani Olmo scoring a couple of goals, so we can say that the one man that Javier Tebas wanted out has won Barcelona its 2 trophies, and in Spain, which makes it even more glorious, right? Copa del Rey and La Liga. I would pray for that to happen. I really do hope that. I hope Dani Olmo has his moments, and it would be the best comeback that we could have against Tebas and the rest of his men. Moving on towards the next conversation, and it says here, according to multiple sources, that Barcelona among the clubs are in the race for Nico Williams. Now, first things first, I do want to see Nico Williams at Barcelona. I am okay with that. I know that there was a lot of challenges last summer in August, but overall, even though I know that Nico Williams has not had his best season, I think that under the correct management and the correct system, his numbers are going to skyrocket, just like how Frankie de Jong's numbers skyrocketed, Pedri's, Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, Lewandowski. Hansi Flick is a monster of a coach. We know that he can upgrade all players, and I think that if you bring Nico Williams under this Barcelona squad, we'll get the best version of Nico, and a version that we have never seen before. Currently, right now in this season, he has played 38 matches, has scored 9 goals and provided 7 assists. It's really not that bad. I do think that once again, under the correct management, with better players around him, with a much more vertical team that wants to score goals and scores an average of 3.5 to 4.5 goals per 90 minutes, Nico Williams can easily achieve 10 plus goals and 10 plus assists in his first season at FC Barcelona under 38 matches. It's very much possible. Now, the reason why Nico Williams has yet to join Barcelona is not because Barcelona couldn't afford him or because of something else. Barcelona could have afforded him. They had the money. Barcelona made the bid to Athletic Club and the agent knew about it. But the reason why Nico Williams never came to Barcelona comes down to 5 different things. Point number 1, his loyalty to Athletic Club and the family influence. Nico does value Athletic Club and his family, and was encouraged by his brother and his parents to stay, especially knowing that they were going to be in the Europa League and there was a huge chance for them to win that trophy. They're currently on track to do so, and that's what leads to point number 2, the Europa League opportunity. Nico Williams did not want to leave his club because the final was going to be set at San Mamés, and Athletic Club wanted to win it, and Nico Williams wanted to partake in that. Point number 3, Barcelona's financial uncertainty. Just look at what happened with Dani Olmo in the beginning of this season. We have just talked about it. There was no guarantees, but Dani Olmo pushed for the move. He wanted to go even though there was a lot of uncertainty. For Nico Williams and the agent, they just said, we'll see. It does look a little too risky, and I don't want my player, my client, to end up as a free agent. We'll just wait for one more season, one more year for Barcelona to be more financially stable, and then we would like to bring in Nico Williams to this club in a much smoother process. And so in the end, this is going to be my conclusion. I'm starting to think more and more that Hansi Flick is a coach that can upgrade its players, like he did with all players that we're seeing under FC Barcelona. And I do think that because of this, I would welcome Nico because he will improve. He is a player where every time we do see see him play. With the Spanish national team, he enjoys playing with our Barcelona players the most, like Pedri, like Lamine Yamal, Alejandro Balde, and more. The chemistry is there. And ultimately, if Barcelona were to make two moves in this summer, I would say Nico Williams and Vanderson to reinforce the right back position and to reinforce the left wing position with Rafinha. It would be amazing. And so that is it. That is going to be wrapping up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.